they're way more willing to just put the Victor bot, have a super self-sufficient wave clearing mid to allow the support to walk top as much as they want. They're not in the Syndra here, and we don't really know where they go. Syndra can go mid, Victor can go mid. Both are fine matchups into Casio. Shut down this Vayne, and this was the plan that Team Heretics set up.
Brokenblade has a big wave stacked up, trying to trade back onto Tracing. Flash auto would be enough, he just kills him! Tracing doesn't flash away in time. Ishtar's gets knocked back, but Brokenblade still has the exhaust, as you say. Takes tower shot, flash condemned from BB. Silver bolts, but Douglas gets the flash with the shield just in time.
Versus mage matchups. You know, when the supports are there, they're just there to catch XP. It's like a mandatory service to just show up now and then they're just gonna leave. Yeah, there it goes.
Team one dragon. Yeah. For the jungler's mentality though, 3 crabs, 100%. A 7. Caught out in the Cataclysm. Caps looking for the chase. Noxious Blast, Twin Fangs, Miasma down. The Unleashed Power does not have enough oomph behind it.
With the Vayne, with the Casio, Team Heretics uses 2 mages.
Away. Flash taunt onto Brokenblade, puts down the Spirit's Refuge as well. BB exhausts Tracing, tries to turn it around as the heal comes out from Wade, but Brokenblade just needs a couple more auto attacks here. Dashes forward with the tumble. BB wins the 2v1. Douglas looking at the Ishtar killed the Vayne. By the time that goes down, you're just getting chased down.
Yeah, I don't envy Tracing's position in this game. No, not a single cell in me envies him right now.
The question is, can Heretics just maintain this 1.6k deficit and be okay with it? Do they have to force plays? Well, they are, with an Impale going down onto Skum on the Unleashed Power enough. 7 picks up that kill. Caps trying to chase Way down as LeBron goes forward with the Pulverize. Headbutt back as well after the trample, and Way is dead. Will be a 1-for-1 exchange in the mid lane, but if you're Heretics, you take that.
Absolutely. Because you don't want to extend the trade, just because when Ambessa's used all her dashes, she's very kiteable. It's very hard for her to then approach the enemy champion. So just going in, weaving in for a quick trade.
Caps not very kiteable, as Seven's chased down, Miasma out, Caps takes the tower shot, Stand United, Scatter the Weak, Caps will not get him, as Way arrives in time with heal and locket to save his mid laner's life.
Way had to work overtime for saving him. He had to throw everything, kitchen sink and all, just to save Seren. I mean, it's still just a Stand United.
They get Caps' flash, which is nice.
I mean, in the end, Heretics is not sad about that, but will get Brokenblade. Oh, power execution.
Brokenblade pops down the exhaust, and now Tracing will find that he's very kiteable as he gets chased down by Brokenblade. Skumon cataclysms in just to make sure. Then, shall we?
I'll put entropy.
Find some emollients for you.
We'll see if Tracing's gonna TP in here. Doesn't have the public. Ooh, good Scatter the Weak comes out by Labro.
Heretics have first position on this, as 7 does use that Scatter the Weak. Unbreakable Will coming out from LeBron. As you say, Ambessa's not here, but look at the damage already down onto G2. TP now coming in from Ambessa. Caps thankfully Hex Drake. Nice. Another Scatter the Weak. Sun Summer and Skumon feel the pain of the Dark Sphere. A third Drake for Heretics is huge. Hex Drake as well. Soul on the horizon. G2 have to call off a fight.
I mean, the first dragon, not a problem. The second dragon, a nuisance. The third dragon is dangerous.
Yeah.
G2 losing.
Will not ignore the fact their top laner is 2,500 gold ahead and is at 2 items, and they'll take the bot tier 1 with his assistance.
But we're starting to see the plan.
I just like action. I feel like there's more action if they go for a Baron.
Brokenblade has to be careful though.
Ishtar's impact gets the CC on him. There's the Impale, does land the Condemn, Flash taunt in as well. The damage follows up with 7. And a Scatter the Weak. Way getting the shutdown, not where Heretics would have wanted it to go, but a kill alongside the top lane tier 1, or at least some plates out of it. Very advantageous for Heretics.
It's a big mistake from Brokenblade, not reading the map state very well there, something that we always praised him for, but it was clear to us because we see that they're giving the dragon. But for G2, they were not sure what Heretics were doing, and Brokenblade was like, I'm gonna clear a top wave and we're to TP down, but Heretics already had set the trap. What I like by Heretics there is they committed early to giving the dragon. They made it super clear in their own team comps and with how they played that they were not contesting the dragon, and that's why they were so early on the cross map. A lot of the times we see teams decide when dragon just spawned, okay, we can't fight this, we're gonna cross map. It's too late. Heretics, good plan making, and manages to get a shutdown on the Brokenblade. This is one of the fastest Baron comps I've ever seen. Heretics has to respond super fast to this or it's just going to go down.
No faster alterations either for Heretics. They can't actually get vision in the middle of the pit right now. As this Husband comes out from Douglas, he tries to get onto LeBron, but there's the Baron already for G2. LeBron's going to distract the rest of Heretics as G2 walk away as 4. Sacrifice their cow, but the gods have blessed them with a Baron.
I think you take that as Brokenblade and Caps. Might be doing something, but they were
Cap's going to get spotted on vision. BB has yet to be spotted. Recall's coming out. Brokenblade.
Make sure you secure the dragon. Get 1 or 2 tier 2s. Maybe they can go get the tier 2 mid here as well because they have 2 minutes until the dragon spawns. But yeah, so far so good by G2. How much that G2 sees is. They have all the vision control here, and they're working completely blind there.
Dagler's going to be the one to face check.
Caps on the flank. Broken there on the flank.
Heretics should know Caps is here. He cleared out a ward, scatter the weak, public execution. There's the follow-up in the broke play, but he's got the QSS. Exhaust tracing. Meanwhile on the back line, Unleash Power goes into Lebrov. He's stunned. Cataclysm on the back, as well as Hype. Not knocked up by Skewmon, who went in with a flag and drag. Broken Blade losing out to Tracing. Almost dies. BB gets one, but Skewmon is down. So far as Skewmon has fallen. Went in deep to the Heretics backline, couldn't find the CC. Ooh. Valkyrie away from Hans Summer. Scatter the weak goes between the uprights as well. Could spell G2's downfall. Tracing about to show on bot wave, which means Heretics, although they have cleared out this mid wave, will be in a 4v2. Petrifying Gaze coming out from Caps. There's TP in from Tracing as well as Rob tries to stand up. Unbreakable Will from the Alistair for a bit of tankiness. Miasma down. Scatter the weak on Broken Blade, but the Ambassador just dies as soon as she lands from that teleport. And now it's Heretics on the retreat. Now try and step back as G2 turn their attentions towards the Baron.
We're gonna see this. G2 doesn't feel confident starting the Baron right now because that Baron does so much damage. And we don't really have any turning tools right now except for that Cataclysm. Heretics, despite losing their Ambessa, she's not the core member of their comp right now. She's a little bit decorative, as Syndra and Victor are the main carries.
It's also just the weakness of Ambessa when you're TPing into the enemy team because Miasma exists for Caps.
Yeah.
Like, you come down and you have no dashes.
Look at BB's flank here, though. He's on vision.
Yeah, he's spotted as he TPs across. Caps trying to keep Heretics interested as Daglas looks for Lebrov. Skewmon goes in with the Cataclysm onto 7. Way with a Shadow Dash onto Broken Blade. Does get the taunt, Stand United on 7 as well, but he's already down. Hype now in the midst of G2 as they collapse around Heretics and take down 3.
And G2 entomb Heretics with all their members. They go from many different angles. And Heretics, they don't really have an escape path. You see, they're running through mid lane towards G2's base because that's the only way they can run with there are no G2 members. A good Cataclysm by the weird circle, but there's no way for them to run out anymore. Stand United comes out a little bit too late. Doesn't end up getting the dot, but potentially still TP down to the control that you're having onto the Dragon. So looks like they're gonna try to use all their TPs to then
roll out of Heretics' hands. Broken Blade trying to mark Tracing as he steps forward. Catches the wave now, scatter the weak on Skewmon, but he's got a GA, so he's not too worried about losing some of his health bar. Lebrov's still looking for the flank. It's G2 that have got total control of the river now. Only one ward in from Heretics. Lebrov with the knockback onto Wei needs to be cautious because he is isolated from the rest of his team. Hype trying to chase him down, as you say. BB does have a good angle on Tracing. Daglas goes behind the pit, and Ishtal's impact in could be enough to just sneak this one away. He jumps into the pit, scatter the weak, Petrifying Gaze. The smite at 1 HP. It's G2 that get it. A Stand United on 7 as Skewmon goes deep away, and Hype are going to be unable to escape. The chase is down, the mage is dead as G2 wipe Heretics away.
Heretics try to go for a Project Hail Mary on the Dragon, but in the end they fall to the meat grinder of Broken Blade, who ends up in the flank there. They sent everything to give Douglas access into the Dragon pit, doesn't end up getting the smite, barely missed out of it. And now I think that's all she wrote, Medic, as G2 is marching onto the base of Team Heretics.
Just a maze from G2, as they will be able to chase down Douglas, who unfortunately has no damage, doesn't have enough Heartsteel stacks, and doesn't really have the tankiness to survive 5 members of G2. G2 in 35 minutes will go 1-0 up in this series. It was valiant from Heretics, but they couldn't keep back the oncoming storm.